哎，你好。
哎，不那样听不懂，我都听不懂。
我能讲中文。
啊，你说，他意思那边有他。
我就知道他不想卖给我们。
Things are happening, crazy things are happening.
Problem, another problem.
So, the events of the past few days has left me thinking a lot about this particular issue. Don't get me wrong, I love China. And I have lots of good and cherishable moments that I have spent with Chinese people ever since I've been in China. Honestly, I can't even complain. I feel like my experience so far is one of the good ones. But with the kind of things I experience sometimes, just like the clip you guys saw in the beginning, thinking about raising a kid here in China, a black kid at that, is just something that makes me shudder, honestly. On this particular day, we were going out and we decided to take the subway station. Normally, ever since we had our baby, we just usually take the taxi to go to places. But today we decided, you know what, we're just going to take the subway. Our baby isn't such a newborn anymore. She's about 6 months old already. So we felt like, yeah, it's time we just, took her on the subway station. And of course, to be her first time taking the train as well. So I just decided to capture the moment and what it would be like. Now, there were some really interesting occurrences that took place on the train, and you guys are going to find out in this video. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing today. We're just going to be getting baby's first experience on the subway, okay, on the train. So anyways, I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are fine. I hope this vlog meets you well. We're just walking to the bus station now. Our place is a bit far from the subway station.
It's not far, it's just a few minutes. Far.
Okay,
walkable 5 minutes.
Can we walk to the subway? We cannot walk to the
bus. You said
I said yes. You listen now. I said our plan. Listen before you reply. I said, look at that thing we bought last time, baby. I said our place is a bit far from the subway station.
It is not far. The subway station to our place is under construction.
Okay, it's under construction.
And it will be available in the next few months.
Okay.
It will be far.
Okay, the point is that we have to take a bus to the subway station.
The closest subway.
Okay, yeah, the closest subway.
I have mentioned it time and time again that one of my favorite things about China and just living in China is the convenience of transportation. There are 1,001 means of commuting in China. There are bicycles, there are buses, there are trains, there are high-speed trains, low-speed trains, even for commuting between cities. So now we're just walking to the bus stop, and this is the bus stop where we're going to take the bus that will take us to the subway station. And yep, our bus is pulling right up. So now we're just going to get on the bus and make our way to the subway station. Now, because there are recent cases of coronavirus in Nigerian, they have increased the restrictions on the bus, and the rules. You always have to check your temperature when you get on the bus. And last time we were even on the bus, they actually asked us to put a nose mask on my baby. Like, on this day, I wasn't putting on my nose mask, and you literally had to see the way the driver backed at me to wear my nose mask before getting on the bus. I actually forgot. I mean, not like I don't know I'm supposed to wear my nose mask, but I did not realize I hadn't put it on yet because I was talking, and you guys know I don't like talking through a nose mask. The driver literally backed at me, and then I had to quickly pull out my nose mask and wear it. However, one that they do that I don't also like is that these days they literally force us to put on a nose mask for my 6-month-old baby. Like, make it make sense. I mean, we all understand coronavirus and how dangerous it is, but I just feel like for China, man, it's just too much. It's just too much. That day I was so pissed off because the driver literally parked the bus and he refused to move until we put a nose mask on the baby. And I was like, how do I put a nose mask on a 6-month-old baby? Like how? But the man refused to move. So he was like, it's either you put a mask on her or you get down. This bus is not going to move except you guys, put a mask on the baby. So other passengers were just like, okay, just take the mask and just put it on her face. Not necessarily, clasp the handle behind her ears and things like that, because it can't even stay like that. The mask covers her whole face. Okay, it can't cover just her nose. So they're like, okay, just hold it across her face. Like, it was so ridiculous, but we literally had to do that before the man agreed to move the bus. Now, this is what is happening to us, as parents of a 6-month-old child in China. And I'm just wondering, what does the future hold? I mean, what are things going to be like? Of course, we don't know. We're all hoping coronavirus goes away. We don't know if there are going to be other pandemics. We don't know what's coming. Of course, we are hoping and praying for the best, but we just have to still, expect whatever it is that is coming and prepare for it. And honestly, the way that these people are going about this, I don't know, man. I don't know. It just weakens me sometimes, honestly.
Please go in line and let passengers off the train before boarding.
Let's pretend like we didn't see that man just get up and leave with his 2 big bags. And so one of the interesting things about having or raising a black kid in China is that you get all this attention when you're outside. Most times the people are actually nice and they're just complimenting your baby and saying, oh, your baby looks so beautiful, her hair is coily and her eyes are so round and so big and things like that. And for the most part, you just get stares. Like, they look at you and they look at your baby so much, just like you're going to see one woman in this video who was on this very train with us, and she was just looking at my baby, and she probably didn't know I was recording her, but she was literally just peeping at my baby for the longest time. And yeah, the stares is just one of the things we have to deal with as foreigners in China. Now, when it comes to my baby, right, for now, of course, she doesn't know who is looking at her or who isn't staring at her. But as she grows up, of course, she will begin to realize these things and begin to understand the perception that, okay, I'm actually different from most of the people around here. And the way these people act towards me, it's different from the way they act towards other children who are maybe Chinese children and things like that. So yeah, this is honestly one of the struggles, and it's one of the things that worry me a lot. Now, it's not as if I don't know what the realities of raising a child abroad is. raising a child basically in a place where you're not originally from, of course there's always going to be that, you know, feeling of not really belonging, because of course everybody else around there looks different from the way he or she looks. However, I feel like here in China it's just doubles or even triples, because it's like as much as developed as the country is, and you know, they are forward in a lot of things. However, the people itself, they are still quite ignorant about a lot of things. I think this has something to do with the containment policy, sort of, that their government has over them, which, you know, prevents them from, you know, knowing a lot about the outside world. The people in China, they are just really unaware, let me put it that way, of a lot of things. So when the event of last night took place, it was just one of those days where I'm just like, okay, you know what, I can't do this. I mean, how do you refuse to sell something to me because I am black? How? So now this neighbor of hers just comes over to do some sort of damage control by telling me, oh, she doesn't understand you know, Mandarin Chinese and blah 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 blah. I'm just like, even if you don't understand, that should not stop our business if you really want to sell something to me. And she's saying, tell her to go away, they're selling it over there, she should go and buy from over there. And I'm just asking this guy, so this guy is telling me, oh, she said she has finished selling everything, that they've bought everything that she has. I'm like, there's a guy right there inside trying to buy something. So the ones he's trying to buy to, they've all sold it out. And then he's like, I don't really understand what she's trying to say. I'm like, she should just say she doesn't want to sell to us, period. Anyways, we eventually went forward and we saw this other man who was also selling grilled meat, and we eventually ended up buying from him, and he was just super nice, which goes to say that there are also some of them who are also really nice. So it's not all of them who are like that. But honestly, the events of that night left me in a lot of shock, because I'm just like, man, it's 2022. How can something like this still be happening? Like, how? I don't even understand. Like, make it make sense. I'm giving you my money, I am buying. There's no other relationship I'm about to have with you. I'm not asking you to be my friend. I'm just asking you to render a service and take my money. Like, take my money for it. And this woman refused. I mean, I don't even know how to, it baffles me, okay? But anyways, that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. The rest of this night was just us going home to chill and eat our suya. I mean, if one Chinese vendor does not sell to you, the other one will, because some people actually need this money. Apparently that woman doesn't even need the money. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos about life in China and all that good stuff. Bye guys, and I will see you in my next video.